National Chairman of Labour Party, Mr. Julius Abure, has said that the party would use the November 8, 2025 gubernatorial election in Anambra State to prove its expected victory in the 2027 presidential election. He stated this yesterday in Oka, the Anambra State capital, during a forum organized by the party's Directorate of Mobilization and Integration, DMI, for aspirants under the platform of the party to meet with Labour Party members ahead of the governorship primary election to be held on Saturday. Abure, who was represented by the party's national women leader, Mrs. Dudu Manuga, said, "We want to use Anambra to test what 2027 will be. Labour Party has grown beyond a briefcase party. We are in all the states of Nigeria and Abuja, and we are getting ready not just for Anambra, but for 2027. After the primary election this Saturday, no one is permitted to be angry. We will all join hands to emerge in the main election in November. Let us not be weak. Let us not bicker. Let us all stand strong. Be united." And nothing will be impossible for us to achieve. This forum is to bring the aspirants together and make them integrate with the people they want to govern. We will plant Labour Party in every polling unit. What is happening today in Anambra is crucial for our victory in 2027, he said. Though the two aspirants for the party governorship ticket, Dr. George Mogalu and Mr. John Wosu, attended the forum, the latter left shortly before the event commenced. Wosu, who had been waiting for quite a long time with Mr. Oseloka Obaze and many other supporters, left shortly after Mogalu arrived. But the party's national secretary, Mr. Obiora Ifo, later stated that Nwosu told him that he left to attend to an emergency. Well, this is from the Labour Party. I mean, we saw the impacts they made 2023, and then they're saying that they're trying to express their confidence, come 2027, and they're saying that they would assess, they'll assess their possibility of emerging victory come 2027 as regards November 8th election that will be held in Anambra State. Again, let me get your take as regards to this. I think our more focus should be on how impactful they were in 2023, and then looking at 2027 also in sight.
Okay, talking about 2023 and then connecting it to 2027, I think there's a disconnection. There is a disconnection because when you look at the organization of that 2023 and with the likes of the forces, being mobilized by their presidential candidate as a then, so one saw Labour Party, rising even in most of the states where they didn't have a strong party structure. But when we begin to ask, such forces between that 2023 till now, has it grown? Has it diminished? Is there any sustainability? Before one can begin to talk about the Anambra forthcoming gubernatorial election. Well, I think Labour Party, we also have seen them struggle with leadership problem, which has affected the party seriously. I don't know if those leadership challenges has been resolved, and all concerned as party members have accepted the party leadership that they have now. Even from the story you just read, you can imagine people who came, waited after some time, and they left. You understand? So what they have told us is what we should hear, but no one knows what may be the reason behind. Somebody who is serious and really want to contest, and a meeting has been fixed, you are prepared for it. So while living. So I still believe that if they can put their house in order, and then we watch. They said the November, right? November 8th election will be a test for the 2027. We watch and see how that test will look like. If they fail, whether it will be used to join the 2027 or they will still give the masses hope that they have been able to discover their lapses, give excuses, and then how they are going to work hard on. So for now, I will urge them to put their house in order, straighten their party structure, and especially party members, reconcile those who may be aggrieved,
so
over the
years.
Also
say that their structures, structures, yes, they have a very stronghold structures in Abuja and some other countries, including Lagos.
Other states.
Yeah, and other states, I beg your pardon. So again, don't you think that with all of these structures they have, don't you think they're also going to do perfect or do well come 2027? Because already they are saying that, okay, with these structures, because when they started, there were no structures like that. You're right. There were no stronghold. Let me not say structures. Let me not say it wasn't so strong, right? But they kickstarted and they made waves, right, in 2023. So 2027 again, they have structures, stronghold structures, as they say.
That is again, what.
Don't you think is also another good way for?
Have you? You see, when you said you have a very powerful structure that is very strong to go into general election, one should begin to feel the impact of such a structure. They are talking about Lagos State. We, of recent, have not heard Labour speaking out, regarding national issues, okay, of interest, for us to feel the impact that, Labour is still, very strong. I haven't been hearing of them. They are talking about Abuja. I've not also been feeling their impact in terms of responding to national issues, meeting, making people to really understand, and then winning more members. Instead, in the National Assembly of recent, I think some of their members have rather been defecting. So how many new members, eminent or prominent personalities that have joined Labour Party, for us to begin to look at the possibility of testing the general election coming up at Anambra? How many eminent personalities have we had from Lagos that are leaving other political parties, joining Labour? How many in Abuja leaving other parties and also joining Labour? For us to know that Labour Party is making a wave. You look at, for instance, in River State here, I don't feel their impact. In my local government, I don't even think whether they are existing. Meetings here and there, there are things, activities that parties will be engaged. Then one will begin to say, oh, really, this party is a party to beat when it comes to general election. So for now, I am yet to be convinced about that. But just like as they have said, that it will be a litmus test for them in the forthcoming gubernatorial election, yes, in Anambra. So that's why I say let us watch and see. Again,
what do you think, how would they be able to maneuver all of this? How would they get the tax from your perspective, how would it be done in order for them to assess their possibility of emerging very well come 2027 during the governor election?
It's still the same thing, because they have faced crisis. They have faced crisis, and they have to tell themselves it's not just sufficient enough to come on media to tell people we are going to test. What have been their activities in Anambra State? Have people been feeling their impact? Have they been reacting to issues? When I mean reaction to issues in terms of addressing some trending issues that has to do with, let me live in Nigeria, within the Anambra State themselves. And then how many persons too are then winning as party members? Because this structure you see lies in personalities, not just we have party, we have a party chairman, we have a party secretary, no. But the personality that are involved, they are the ones that have followers who can command. So if they are beginning to tell us the kind of persons that have joined the party, or the kind of persons that they have that are still very much strong with the party, then we begin to say, okay, definitely we may see either a replication of a 2023 or something that may even be lesser than that of a 2023,
or probably bigger than
for that bigger. For now, I am not sure of that bigger.
Skeptical about
yes, I'm skeptical. Yeah, because instead, the party I'm even hearing, apart from the APGA, has been APC. It has been APC.
So when you talk about prominent figures being in this party, what would you make of Peter Obi still being in the party? Is he not a prominent figure?
Have you seen Peter Obi working with the party structure? Of recent, I'm just talking about of recent. Have they been meeting? Have they been strategizing where you can now attest that Peter Obi is fully strong with identifying with the party structure in Anambra State? That I don't know. He is a person, and we know when he was coming, how he came, and then persons that, you know, supported, that joined in, that made that party to be very strong. Thereafter, is that party still strong as it were, or are they capitalizing on the past glory and then believing that a miracle or a magic can be performed? That is the area I'm talking about. P2B is talking about national. Now, issues that has to do with the party activities in the states, has he been involved? Okay, the meeting you talked about, was he there? These are the things that we begin to assess to really know whether the party is even carrying him along, whether he's even thinking about, you know, as 2027 is coming up, a coalition and the campaign and so on. We will all be there. So until we see the seriousness.